may not yet be eligible to sit his full driver's licence, but Matt Summerfield hasn't let age hold him back as a rally car driver. The talented 17-year-old followed his family into the sport and has never looked back.
I've always been watching Dad just with all the national or regional rallies in New Zealand, so it was just a natural step to follow in his footsteps, really.
And as soon as he was eligible to get behind the wheel, Matt did just that, competing in his first rally at only 15 years of age.
I drove a little 1300 Starlet, which was sort of your bottom of the line budget rallying, which is good fun.
After challenging his father Les for the top driver spot in the family, Matt graduated from his Starlet to one of his father's rally cars. However, it wasn't long before his talent was noticed by an Auckland businessman.
I was doing a rally sprint in one of Dad's cars in the National Forest, and the car owner was there, so it sort of caught his eye.
And by catching his eye, Matt was offered the drive in what is now his pride and joy, a $130,000 biodiesel-fuelled Skoda Fabia.
This is essentially a front-wheel drive, 300 horsepower. Just there's not much else you can do to it, really. Top-of-the-line front-wheel drive, two-wheel drive car.
And the wee yellow rocket has meant Matt now has a car he can compete in the New Zealand Rally Champs in, a 5-round competition competed for on courses around the country.
We run in the open two-wheel drive class, which is it's sort of good for these cars where it's you can sort of enter anything front-wheel drive and run with it.
After 3 rounds of competition, Matt says his first season in the championship has by far exceeded his expectations.
At the moment, our consistency's really paid off. We're 19 points ahead in the championship, so leading the championship, which is good for our first year. That's a bit more than we expected.
Ironically, Matt leads the competition from a veteran of the sport, 63-year-old Reg Cook. But Matt says being the youngest competitor in the championship is no hindrance when he has a dedicated team such as his.
Yeah, so we've got a good crew that sort of donates their time and comes away with us, so they'll probably spend a good 20 hours getting it ready, and then they'll go away for the weekend, and then it'll be another 10 hours, whatever's needed after the event.
With 2 rounds left in the championship, Matt certainly isn't resting on his laurels or his 19-point lead.
Try to get as many miles driving up in the forest, just doing as many events as I can. And I do a little bit of physical training, probably not enough, but I'm getting there.
And driving a car on a windy shingle road at speeds of 200 to 250 kilometres per hour, I question Matt if he ever gets nervous.
Sometimes it's a bit nervous, sort of you can't afford to make a mistake. So yeah, it's good though. It's good to get, you don't really get this opportunity very much, so there's only a select few that get it, and I'm just lucky enough to be one of them.
And the Rangiora High School Year 12 student knew one day he wanted to compete at the level he already is, but he just never envisaged that it would all happen so quickly.
As of just the day before, the rally sprint really, all I was doing next year was the same sort of South Island series in the Starlet, and for this to come along was just a big surprise.
And as for the future, Matt's got international success in his sights.
Ultimately, I want to be on the world stage. That's always the big goal. It can be done. I'm still young enough, which is the main thing. So yeah.
But for now, Matt will look to retain his lead in the New Zealand Rally Champs, with the 4th round being held in the Wairarapa this weekend.